So, diet truth number 1. Dieting is boring. Going to the store, getting the food, the exercise equipment can be interesting, but getting up every morning, going to the gym, eating oatmeal or carb counting eggs, turkey, and cucumber breakfast gets monotonous after a few minutes. I've found that the quickest, not healthiest way to crash diet is to eat red meat, lettuce, plain black coffee, and water every time you get hungry. That works for me. I lost 21 pounds in 2 weeks doing that just to see if it actually works. And it does. It's called the carnivore diet, minus the lettuce. You can look up the carnivore diet. There are a couple doctors who talk about it, and you will lose weight. But it's tough. Diet truth number 2. Depending on your body type, you might have some significant sugar and caffeine withdrawals if you decide to eliminate sugar and caffeine completely from your diet. At first, you'll be tired because your body has to switch from relying on sugar and carbs to running on protein and other nutrients. But once the switch switches, you'll feel great and still smell bad for a while unless you shower a couple times a day. This is because you sweat out toxins that have been stored in your body for years and years, and it is disgusting. Diet truth number 3 goes along with diet truth number 2. Number 3 goes along with number 2, which is you're going to have significant withdrawals when you give up carbs and sugar and caffeine. Third is significant carb cutting can make you smell bad. Keep toothpaste, a toothbrush, perfume, deodorant, wipes with you at all times. Ask me how I know. Diet truth number 4. For the first few weeks, you're going to be tired a lot. You may experience headaches, cravings for anything with sugar in it. I remember one time when I was quitting sugar, craving just half a piece of white sandwich bread. I don't even like sandwich bread, but you're going to feel that. That's normal. Things that help are put a little sea salt in your hand and lick it, or take a potassium supplement. You can eat bananas, but they have a lot of sugar in them. That's fine if you're not trying to lose weight. But don't eat just one banana. Eat 3 or 4. All you skinny people out there, I love you. Really, really, really. Diet truth number 5. In his great book, Dr. Atkins' Diet Revolution, Dr. Atkins tells us that sugar withdrawals last just a few days. Dr. Atkins is a liar. There were times in my first few days of my change in diet and exercise that I craved sugar so much that when I would see a candy bar, I would break, or pasta or whatever, I would break out in a sweat, get dizzy, and be unable to focus my eyes. As much of a sugar addict as I am, an addict never again is not an addict. She's just a recovering addict. I'm glad I never tried heroin, at least not on purpose. Those doctors and dietitians who advise you to eat just a little sugar then stop do not understand sugar addiction. They might as well advise you to take just a little heroin. You have to just learn self-control, portion, bull hockey. Stay away from sugar, period, and find something that you can take in the place of that craving. Low-acid coffee with sugar-free whipped cream helps me. I didn't stop drinking caffeine, and I allow myself 1 diet soda a day. Diet truth number 6. I still talk to so many people who say, I just need to lose weight, or just need to start exercising. Who do you think you are, Kate Moss? Being thin is not an ideal goal in itself. I have friends who focus on losing weight, lose the weight, and now have wrinkles everywhere. That happened to me. I got wrinkly. My hair went straight. You are a whole person. That's why I titled this project Exercise, Spirituality, and Recovery, but maybe not in that order. Truth number 7 isn't so much a reality check diet truth as just something I'd like to say. Seventh, learn to feel good about yourself while you're still out of shape. Looking good does not change who you are inside, and unless you like yourself on the inside, the outside isn't going to matter that much. Unless you're a narcissist. In that case, you'll be fine with focusing exclusively on diet and exercise. I mean, Hitler was a vegetarian who exercised every day. He felt great about himself, apparently. And let's face it, I'm not Dr. Atkins, Perricone, Oz, Phil, Joyce Brothers. There's a blast from the past, right? Or Dr. Seuss, for that matter. I will not be a doctor in a house. I will not be a doctor with a mouse. I will not be a doctor here or there. I will not be a doctor anywhere. I do hold a Master of Divinity from Duke Divinity School, have 2 years chaplaincy training, 24 years as an ER chaplain, 4 years as Director of Pastoral Services, and now I'm semi-retired and work part-time as a hospice chaplain. And I have lots of unique personal experience, but I'm not a doctor. So before you do anything, seek medical advice from your doctor, get a physical, make sure your bones are strong enough that your heart rate is acceptable for an exercise regimen, even a light one. But I will show you some very light exercises that I started out with when I was in the hospital, like 2 days after my surgery. The doctor came in, I was at Yale, top floor of Smilo Cancer Center. The doc came in and I said, I keep feeling like my stitches are going to burst. And he said, your stitches will not burst. You don't have stitches. No matter what you do, your stomach will not burst open. I was like, okay. So I started doing my reverse setups that I do in the hospital bed before I left the hospital. Yeah. And I've tried a lot of diets and they all worked, but they couldn't be sustained because of my illnesses. My issues never centered on eating too much. I ate hardly anything. Employee health clocked my average daily calories. They averaged about 1,300, and most of that was from cream in my coffee. While I was in the hospital, I was NPO. That's where you can't have any food. For 12 days. In that time, I ate nothing but beef broth and water. I had 2 meals consisting of meatloaf and mashed potatoes and couldn't eat that. And I ate a lot of saline through IVs and blood through IVs, and I gained 24 pounds. No food for 12 days, basically almost no food, and on IVs and blood transfusions in 12 days, I gained 24 pounds. I lost exactly that amount in the week after I was released from the hospital.